Namaskar. So you want to overcome your thyroid problem. So here I am going to introduce with you few asanas, pranayamas, mudras, bandhas that will help you to deal with any type of thyroid issues. Thyroid gland controlling the metabolism of our body. It is situated on either side of the neck and secretes the hormone into the bloodstream. The maintenance of the thyroid hormones depends upon the presence of iodine, which can be found in sea salt and in common salt available in the market. Thyroid gland helps in the regulation of the body metabolism, and it's regulated by the pituitary gland at the skull. The regulation of the metabolism in a healthy person occurs on response of the physical and mental demands regulated through the brain and its hypothalamic center. Generally, there are two types of thyroid diseases or disorder, we can say, that is hypothyroidism, another is hypothyroidism. In hypothyroidism, the gland secretes excessive hormone, and it's very common in women than in man, and the ratio is 8:1. Generally 30 to 50 years female experiencing these issues, and the individual become very thin, tremulous, irritable, anxious, even hysterical. Rapid heart rate can also occur, palpitation, rapid shallow respiration, then frequent bowel motion, diarrhea, and intolerance, and excessive sweating, mental disturbance, and sometimes there is chances of menstrual disturbances. So today I am going to introduce with the first session of thyroid group of asanas. So for that we will start our practice from Surya Namaskar. For that, stand with your feet together in front of the mat. So here we go for the first practice of today, that is Surya Namaskar. Number 1 Pranamasana, 2 Hasta Uttanasana, 3rd Padhastasana, then 4th Ashwa Sanchalan, 5th Parvatasana, 6th exhalation Ashtanga Namaskar, 7 inhale Bhujangasana, 8 exhale again Parvatasana, 9 inhale Ashwa Sanchalan, 10 exhale Padhastasana, 11 inhale Hasta Uttanasana, 12 normal breath Pranamasana. So for the first practice for thyroid is your Surya Namaskar. So do it at the beginning, about 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar. This is very helpful to overcome the thyroid issues. Not only thyroid, this is a dynamic group of series of asanas that will help to control over all the other hormonal secretion inside our body. Also keep our metabolism in perfect condition. For Surya Namaskar, you can go through my channel. Already I have a video exclusively for Surya Namaskar only. So if you don't know about Surya Namaskar, kindly go through that video so that you will learn about Surya Namaskar. So do practice 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar every day before any other practice. Next we will go for other practices. After Surya Namaskar, our breath become faster, so it is very much necessary to go for Shavasana. Lie down in your back, feet little apart, at least 30 cm gap between the 2 feet, hands at the side of the body, palms facing towards the roof. Ensure your spine, neck and head should be in a straight line. Surrender your whole body, completely surrender to the floor, relax completely and observe your breath. After your breath become normal, just stretch your whole body and feet together and get ready for the Sarvanga Asana. With inhalation, gently raise your both legs together and try to touch your chin to the chest by keeping your back, buttock, thighs, legs in a straight line by help of your palms. And this is the final position. Maintain this position for about 30 seconds, at least 30 seconds, or you can extend it for 5 minutes. Is very effective for your thyroid. With normal breath, then gently exhale and move your leg towards the back over the head. Touch your toes to the floor and interlock your finger. Stretch it just opposite to the leg. This is the plow pose. Halasana. Again, maintain this posture for about 30 seconds, minimum 30 seconds, or you can continue this practice at least 2 to 3 minutes. Hold this position with normal breath, and it also having some other very good impact upon our body, including your thyroid gland. You can keep your hand this way also by touching the toes, or you can stretch it by interlocking just opposite to the legs. Then gently bend your knees and place your knees just beside the ear and interlock your fingers over the calf muscle. This is Paschini Mudra. Immediately after Halasana, you can go for this Paschini Mudra. Hold this final position for about 30 seconds minimum, or you can practice this mudra for 2 minutes. All these asanas, inverted asanas and Paschini Mudra is very good impact upon the thyroid gland. It is effective for both hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. Then gently come back to Sarvangasana by stretching your legs above your body, and from here we will perform Viparita Karani. In Sarvangasana, your back, buttock, thighs, leg, toes should be in a straight line and your chin touches to the chest. But in Viparita Karani, your back and leg should be little bit slanted, but it should be straight this way. In Sarvangasana, it is completely straight over the chin level, but in Viparita Karani, little bit slanting. Look at the toes with normal breath, or if you know about Ujjayi breathing pattern, you can perform that. Look at the toes. This is the final position. Perform this Viparita Karani Mudra for about 2 minutes, then gently come back to lying position. And next we will practice Matsyasana. Gently place your crown over the mat by help of your hands. Be careful, there may be chances of sprain at your neck, and gently place your palms over the thighs. With normal breath, perform this simple Matsyasana for about 2 minutes. After that, with the help of your palms, gently straighten your head and neck, relax. Then we will go for Supta Vajrasana. For that, gently get up and sit in Vajrasana. Here we inhale, then while exhaling, by the help of your elbows, move back and place your crown over the mat, and by help of the palms, gently place your crown and place the palms over the thighs. With normal breath, maintain this final position minimum 30 seconds or for about 2 minutes. This is also very effective and it will help to widen your chest, lungs, increase the capacity of the lungs and heart, simultaneously stimulate the thyroid gland, effective for both hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. Next, gently straighten your body with inhalation, get up, come back to Vajrasana. So this is all about the first session. We will meet soon in our second session.